Growing older is a gift, but it also comes with silent risks. One of the most overlooked dangers facing the elderly today is not illness or injury, but something far less visible. It's a quiet problem that can weaken the body, fog the mind, reduce independence, and often go undetected until it's too late. That hidden threat is nutrient deficiency. And in a world where even those with access to food may be undernourished, multivitamins have become more than just supplements. They are lifelines. If you're over 60 or care for someone who is, understanding how multivitamins can protect the aging body is not just important, it's essential. So before you brush off that little bottle of vitamins, stay with us. What you're about to learn could be the most important thing you do for your health today. Aging brings with it a cascade of physical changes, and nutrition is one of the first things affected. Even when eating habits stay the same, the body's ability to digest, absorb, and utilize nutrients declines with age. The stomach produces less acid, which impairs absorption of critical nutrients like vitamin B12, calcium, and magnesium. The intestines become less efficient at transferring vitamins and minerals into the bloodstream. Meanwhile, older adults often eat less food overall due to reduced appetite, dental problems, or dietary restrictions linked to medical conditions. These overlapping challenges set the stage for what medical professionals call age-related nutritional gaps. This is why multivitamins for seniors are no longer considered optional, they are foundational. Multivitamins deliver a daily supply of essential nutrients that the body may no longer obtain reliably from food. And unlike targeted supplements, which address one or two nutrients at a time, multivitamins offer broader protection by covering multiple bases. For aging adults, this kind of coverage is vital. Even a mild deficiency in one or two nutrients can have cascading effects on energy, immunity, brain function, and bone strength. Among the most common issues facing older adults is elderly vitamin deficiency. It's more widespread than many realize. In fact, studies show that as many as 35% of adults over age 60 have a deficiency in at least one important nutrient, even when their caloric intake is adequate. This problem is so serious that the World Health Organization and major public health institutions now consider nutritional supplements for elderly individuals a public health priority. And the solution isn't just more foodites. More of the right nutrients and forms the aging body can absorb. One of the most widespread and damaging examples is vitamin D deficiency in elderly people. Vitamin D plays a critical role in immune health, calcium absorption, muscle strength, and mood regulation. Yet older adults often have low levels due to reduced sun exposure, impaired skin synthesis, and decreased conversion in the liver and kidneys. Without enough vitamin D, seniors are more prone to bone fractures, respiratory infections, fatigue, and even depression. A daily multivitamin that includes a senior-appropriate dose of vitamin D can help correct this imbalance and protect against its consequences. Another major concern is B12 deficiency in seniors. Vitamin B12 is essential for neurological health, red blood cell formation, and DNA synthesis. But the ability to absorb B12 from food declines with age, particularly in those with low stomach acid or those taking common medications like metformin or a deficiency in B12 can lead to anemia, memory problems, nerve damage, and cognitive decline. Because B12 deficiency symptoms are subtle and mimic other conditions, it often goes undiagnosed. Including B12 in a daily multivitamin ensures that seniors receive this critical nutrient consistently. Regardless of absorption challenges from food alone, calcium is another essential nutrient whose role cannot be overstated. It supports the strength and structure of bones, helps muscles contract, and regulates heart rhythm. Yet many older adults consume far less calcium than they need, especially those who avoid dairy or follow restricted diets. Calcium supplements for older adults are included in most senior multivitamin formulas for this very reason. But calcium works best when paired with magnesium and vitamin D, which improve absorption and guide calcium into the bones rather than the arteries. The best multivitamin for elderly individuals doesn't just throw calcium into the mix, it delivers the right combination and balance for optimal results. The longer we live, the greater our risk for essential nutrients to fall below optimal levels. This phenomenon is known as age-related nutritional gaps, and it affects nearly every person over 60 to some extent. These gaps don't always cause immediate symptoms. Instead, they wear away at the body's resilience, making it harder to recover from illness, manage stress, and stay physically active. That's why experts in senior health and nutrition increasingly recommend preventive supplementation, not just treatment after a deficiency is diagnosed. Multivitamins serve as a daily defense against these invisible declines. As people age, their nutritional needs also shift in ways that are not always intuitive. While caloric needs may decrease, the need for micronutrients like vitamins and minerals actually increases. That's why relying on diet alone is often insufficient. Even seniors who eat relatively healthy meals can miss out on key nutrients due to smaller portion sizes, reduced food variety, or less frequent meals. Daily vitamins for seniors are designed to address this discrepancy. They offer reliable, easy-to-take support that can compensate for dietary limitations without dramatically changing eating habits. The best multivitamin for elderly people does more than just check off boxes on a label. It's formulated to support the full spectrum of aging: physical, cognitive, and emotional. These supplements often contain antioxidants like vitamin C and E, which help reduce inflammation and protect against cellular damage. They include brain-supporting nutrients like folate and B6, energy-promoting compounds like niacin and pantothenic acid, and minerals like zinc and selenium, which contribute to immune health and hormone balance. Taken together, these nutrients form a protective net that helps aging adults stay functional, alert, and resilient. The importance of senior wellness supplements extends beyond prevention. For many, these multivitamins offer an improvement in quality of life that is both tangible and motivating. Seniors who begin supplementing regularly often report more energy, better focus, reduced illness, and even improved mood. These changes can make the difference between being housebound and socially active, between managing independently and needing daily help. In a world where many seniors are trying to maintain autonomy, these benefits are not cosmetic, they're life-changing. Just as important as what's included in multivitamins is what's left out. Quality senior multivitamins avoid high doses of iron unless there is a diagnosed deficiency, as excess iron can be harmful in older adults. They also minimize artificial fillers and preservatives, opting instead for clean, bioavailable ingredients that the body can recognize and use. When possible, multivitamins should be third-party tested for quality and safety, and designed in forms that are easy to swallow or absorb, such as softgels, powders, or liquid capsules. For those concerned about cost, it's worth noting that the price of a quality multivitamin is often far less than the financial and emotional burden of managing chronic illness that may arise from years of undernutrition. Preventing malnutrition in elderly adults is not just a clinical goal, it's a financial and social imperative. Nutrition-related hospitalizations are among the most expensive and preventable in older populations. By investing in basic daily support, seniors and their families may avoid much more serious and costly interventions down the line. Many people wonder when to start taking multivitamins, and the answer for most is sooner than later. While no supplement replaces a balanced diet, it's much easier to maintain nutrient levels than to reverse a deficiency after symptoms appear. For aging adults who may be unaware of their nutrient status, beginning a multivitamin regimen in their early 60s is a smart preventative step. Over time, this habit can become as routine and essential as brushing teeth or taking prescribed medications. At its core, the conversation about multivitamins is really a conversation about independence, dignity, and aging on one's own terms. Proper nutrition empowers seniors to continue doing what they love, whether that's gardening, traveling, caring for grandchildren, or simply enjoying life without constant fatigue or illness. It supports not just physical longevity, but the ability to stay mentally present and emotionally well. Vitamins for aging adults are not about chasing youth, they're about protecting the present and securing the future. The role of multivitamins in preventing nutrient deficiencies in the elderly cannot be overstated. It is one of the most effective, accessible, and underutilized tools in the realm of preventive healthcare. Whether you're a senior yourself, a caregiver, or someone planning ahead, the time to take nutritional health seriously is now. Because once deficiency sets in, the road to recovery can be slow and uncertain. But with consistent daily support, many of those risks can be avoided entirely. Still reading or listening? Then here's what you need to do next. Take a moment to think about your current health routine. Are you taking a daily multivitamin? Are you sure you're getting enough vitamin D, B12, calcium, or magnesium? If you're not, don't wait for symptoms to appear. Prevention is far easier and cheaper than recovery. Share this with someone you love. Encourage them to look into multivitamins for seniors. It might be the smallest change they make this year, but it could be the most important one for their future. While many seniors are aware of the need to stay active or manage their medications, far fewer give adequate attention to their micronutrient intake. Yet the impact of deficiencies in vitamins and minerals often appears in subtle but powerful ways: feeling colder more often, needing more time to recover from minor injuries, noticing mild but persistent dizziness, or waking up feeling tired despite a full night's rest. These are often brushed off as just aging, but in reality, they're frequently the early signs of nutrient depletion. The body gives signals long before a crisis hits, and multivitamins offer one of the most direct ways to respond to those signals before real damage is done. Multivitamins for seniors are often designed to address multiple weak spots at once, which is part of what makes them so efficient. One supplement may include everything from vitamin D for immune strength, to calcium and magnesium for bones, to B vitamins for mood and memory. Rather than treating each nutrient as a separate concern, senior multivitamins take a more comprehensive approach, recognizing that aging affects every system of the body not in isolation, but together. This is why they're often referred to not just as supplements, but as wellness tools. They're part of the daily maintenance of a body that has worked hard for decades and now deserves support in return. The phrase common vitamin deficiencies in old age is more than a category in medical textbooks. It's a daily reality for millions of elderly people worldwide. Some may experience iron deficiency due to internal bleeding or dietary restrictions. Others may be low in vitamin C due to decreased fruit consumption. Magnesium may be depleted by long-term use of diuretics. Even something as seemingly simple as a lack of sunlight can, over time, result in significant complications due to inadequate vitamin D. These common deficiencies are often misdiagnosed or missed entirely, especially in overburdened healthcare systems. Many seniors go years without realizing that their memory lapses or muscle weakness aren't inevitable signs of aging, but rather correctable imbalances in nutrition. That's where daily vitamins for seniors come in. Unlike occasional dietary changes or once-a-month health appointments, a multivitamin delivers reliable, daily reinforcement to the body's nutritional foundation. Every morning, one small gesture taking a multivitamin can represent a much larger commitment to self-care and preventive health. It's easy to underestimate the power of small daily actions, but consistency over time is what makes the real difference. A year of missed nutrients may not seem catastrophic until the fractures, fatigue, or cognitive fog arrive. And by that point, recovery is harder. Regular supplementation is the antidote to that delayed awareness. It's proactive rather than reactive. It's choosing to care for future health rather than waiting for problems to emerge. The growing market of nutritional supplements for elderly individuals is a response to this need. From pharmacies to grocery store shelves, multivitamins tailored to older adults are becoming increasingly visible and, for good reason, these formulations are designed with precision, addressing the unique metabolic and lifestyle factors that come with age. Reduced stomach acid, decreased renal function, slower metabolism, and changing hormonal levels all influence how the body processes nutrients. A one-size-fits-all vitamin is no longer acceptable, which is why modern senior multivitamins are adjusted for age, gender, and often even specific conditions such as osteoporosis or mild cognitive impairment. Many seniors today are taking control of their health in ways that previous generations didn't. They're researching their medications, reading nutrition labels, and asking better questions at the doctor's office. In that sense, senior health and nutrition is experiencing a kind of renaissance, a moment where education and empowerment are meeting. Multivitamins play a crucial role in that movement. They aren't miracle cures, but they are smart tools. They're low cost, low risk, and high impact. And for those aging adults who are doing everything they can to remain mobile, sharp, and strong, these supplements offer real advantages in the fight against time. Some still wonder whether there's actual science to support this approach. The answer is yes, and it's growing. Clinical studies have shown that multivitamin use among seniors is linked to improved nutrient status, better immune function, and even fewer hospital visits. One long-term study found that older adults who consistently took multivitamins had better memory scores than those who did not. Another study showed that vitamin D supplementation significantly reduced the risk of falls and fractures in seniors. These aren't vague testimonials or unverified claims, they're measurable outcomes. Rooted in biology and confirmed by peer-reviewed research, the message is clear. Filling those age-related nutritional gaps works. It leads to stronger bones, clearer minds, more energy, and better protection against disease. The best multivitamin for elderly people is one that reflects their unique realities. It should be easy to take, free from unnecessary fillers or allergens, and tailored to their most pressing health concerns. It should avoid megadoses that may stress the kidneys or liver, and instead focus on optimal daily support. Some seniors prefer tablets, while others need chewables, soft gels, or even powdered forms mixed into food or drink. Regardless of delivery method, the goal is the same: a steady, daily infusion of essential nutrients that supports the body in every way possible. Senior wellness supplements are about more than avoiding deficiency. They're about maximizing what's still possible. They're about having the strength to walk with friends, the clarity to enjoy a book, the confidence to stay independent. That's what makes them valuable, not just what they prevent, but what they preserve. Aging with vitality is not just a dream. For many, it's a reality made possible by daily care, deliberate choices, and proper nutritional support. And while vitamins alone can't replace exercise, good sleep, or emotional connection, they can amplify the benefits of all those things by ensuring that the body has the raw materials it needs to heal, recover, and thrive. The longer one waits to address these needs, the more difficult it becomes to reverse the effects of deficiency. That's why the current recommendation among nutritionists and geriatric specialists is to start early. Waiting for obvious symptoms is a gamble. By the time signs like fatigue, frequent illness, brittle nails, or brain fog become severe enough to notice, deficiencies may already be advanced. But when multivitamins are introduced as part of a broader health routine alongside hydration, movement, and healthy eating, the results are often noticeable and motivating. People sleep better, they think more clearly, they feel more capable in their own lives. Preventing malnutrition in elderly individuals is not just about calorie intake, it's about ensuring that every bite, every supplement, every part of the diet serves a purpose. Many seniors today live alone, cook less, or eat smaller meals. Even in retirement homes or assisted living facilities, meals may be repetitive or lack the variety needed to meet micronutrient needs. This is not a failure of will, it's a reflection of changing capacity. That's where multivitamins become an equalizer. They offer consistent support regardless of what's on the plate that day. At the same time, caregivers, families, and healthcare providers play a critical role, educating older adults about the signs of nutrient deficiencies, reviewing supplement options with them, and checking that they're taking their vitamins regularly are all simple yet powerful acts of advocacy. Senior health and nutrition is a shared responsibility, and multivitamins are one of the easiest interventions to adopt. They don't require prescriptions, appointments, or invasive procedures. They just require consistency and a little bit of belief that better days are still possible. There's a quiet confidence that comes with taking control of your health. For seniors, that confidence is often rooted in routines that reinforce wellness. Taking a multivitamin may seem like a small act, but over time, it becomes a steady signal to the body and mind. I am still caring, still building, still protecting what matters. It's not about reversing time, it's about honoring time and making every stage of life as strong and vibrant as it can be. The nutrients we provide our bodies today shape how we function tomorrow. For older adults, that can mean the difference between losing independence or holding on to it. Between living cautiously and living freely, the aging process will never be easy, but it can be supported. One of the most effective tools for this support is the daily use of well-formulated multivitamins. These supplements fill in the cracks that aging naturally creates. They deliver essential nutrients after 60 that are often no longer adequately absorbed through food alone. They fortify bones, sharpen memory, boost immunity, and provide energy. More than that, they serve as a daily promise, a consistent effort to meet the body's needs. No matter how subtle or complex those needs may be, age-related nutritional gaps are an unavoidable biological reality. Even seniors with the best intentions, those who cook at home, eat vegetables, and limit processed foods can still fall short on critical nutrients due to declining absorption, slowed metabolism, or interactions with medications. A multivitamin doesn't replace food, but it supports it. It ensures that nutrients like vitamin D, B12, calcium, and magnesium are present in sufficient quantities day after day. It compensates for the fluctuations of appetite, the unpredictability of illness, and the natural wear that time imposes on the digestive system. In recent years, nutrition science has made a significant shift toward prevention, rather than treating disease after it emerges. We now know that many chronic conditions can be delayed or even prevented by strengthening the body's nutritional foundation. This is especially true for older adults. Multivitamins for seniors are part of that shift. They represent a low-risk, high-benefit approach to keeping aging bodies resilient, responsive, and balanced. Whether used to correct known deficiencies or prevent them from developing, multivitamins are among the simplest and most accessible health interventions available today. For those who worry that starting supplementation late in life won't make a difference, the research says otherwise. Improvements in energy, cognition, immune response, and even mood have been documented within weeks or months of consistent multivitamin use, even among seniors in their 70s, 80s, and beyond. The human body never stops responding to nourishment. While it may take longer to rebuild than it did in youth, It is never too late to start giving your cells what they need to perform at their best. And this isn't only about individuals. Preventing malnutrition in elderly populations benefits entire communities. When seniors are healthy, they require fewer emergency interventions. They remain more engaged with family and friends. They are more likely to volunteer, mentor, and share their wisdom. They contribute not just to their households, but to the social fabric of society. Multivitamins are one small piece of a much larger puzzle that supports healthy aging, not only for the individual but for the culture as a whole. For caregivers and family members, encouraging daily supplement use is one of the most meaningful forms of support. It's a sign of commitment to someone's independence, dignity, and longevity. Whether it's reminding a parent to take their vitamins, helping them choose a brand that meets their needs, or simply having a conversation about nutrition and aging, these small efforts create lasting impact. They help ensure that the people we love continue to feel strong, capable, and cared for because they are. And if you're a senior yourself, here's what you should know. You still have the power to influence your future. You can choose to age with strength. You can give your body the support it needs to continue doing what you love. The best multivitamin for elderly individuals is one that aligns with your life, simple to take, easy to trust, and strong enough to make a difference. That one small daily habit can change how you feel, how you function, and how you live. To those watching, reading, or listening, don't wait until symptoms appear. Don't wait until memory slips, bones break, or energy disappears. Prevention starts today. Speak with your doctor. Choose a high-quality multivitamin. Make it part of your daily routine. Encourage your parents, grandparents, and loved ones to do the same. Because nothing is more valuable than health, and nothing protects it quite like preparation. This isn't just about vitamins, it's about freedom. It's about staying on your feet, keeping your mind clear, and making the most of every moment you've earned. So if you're over 60 or caring for someone who is, don't ignore the quiet power of nutrition. Multivitamins for seniors aren't hype, they're hope. Hope in capsule form. Hope that with the right support, aging doesn't have to mean decline. It can mean strength. It can mean clarity. It can mean joy. Your body may be aging, but your commitment to your own well-being doesn't have to. Take the step, make the change, and feel the difference not just in your body, but in your life.